would probably help if I had my mic instead of just it being on my bookshelf. Alright, let me just go ahead and test my audio. Everything working? Yes, it looks like I'm about 5 to 10 seconds delayed though. Alright, so first and foremost, a couple of things. One, I realized I actually missed a location somehow. That location is actually near Fort Fellhammer. I'm also thinking it might be faster over the Dripshade Refuge, so that's where I'm going.
Who's there? That'll teach you.
There it is. It's a Imperial Watchtower, so I'm missing a clear location, so we'll go ahead and do this. I have no idea how I missed this, but today we're going to be starting the Dragonborn DLC. This is Snowpoint Beacon. Somehow I missed this.
What was that? Where'd you Who's there? I knew I heard something. Ha! Fight over me!
There we go. Now I should mention that I was not able to get everything done. I did get archery to level 100, like everything that I said I was going to work on. I did get to archery level 100, however, it is actually very expensive for me to get enchanting to level 100. For this, whatever was able to get, I got from like level 47 to 62, so I went up a little bit over 10 skill points. However, I still have a lot of farming to do. As I have stated in the previous stream, if you want to get this to max level, an easy way to do this is just to farm, to mine a bunch of iron ore, transmute that to gold, craft a bunch of gold rings, and do some basic enchantments on it. It doesn't really matter what you do, but just know that the higher quality soul gem, the more you will actually level it up. Now, something that I will say in between this stream and the next stream, I will for sure be getting into level 100. I could, in theory, have gone and done for a stream, but my game actually crashed twice when I was just mass enchanting. And if your game crashes multiple times, there's a chance that it could cause your console to be shut down. I've been told that any kind of game just repeatedly crashing over and over can essentially just destroy your console. I don't know if that's true. I never have it had happened before, but some of my friends have said it is possible. Now, before we go any further, I actually want to do something with Serana, and I'm actually gonna go into like level ground here. I want to get her off of being a vampire.
You brought that up before. I think I was a little short with you. Of course it matters to you, but you don't get to make this decision for me. Probably not.
Okay, so you can't actually cure. I guess it just needs a little bit more time. I think it's related to the trust she has for you, which I guess isn't really that high, but I guess I can't actually cure yet. Something I want to do now is actually go ahead and sell like all my inventory stuff because I have a lot of gems and I want to get rid of everything. So let us fast travel to our good old friend Bellathor, and we'll use him as our sell bitch as per usual. I know that bitch is a kind of like a slur for women, but Bellathor isn't a woman, so. I'll be more hesitant to say it if I was selling it to say Serana if she was a shopkeeper. But in this case, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But if you are offended by that by any means, let me know in the comments when this is uploaded onto YouTube, and I will make sure that doesn't happen again. But there is a reason I put my I marked my channel as mature, and it's because I cuss like a sailor. So even though I feel like I have gotten a little bit better at it, sometimes some profanity does slip out. Now, when we go into the Dragonborn DLC, there is something that I will be doing. So if we look at the achievement list, let me go over this real quick. We only really have achievements related to the Dawnguard DLC. In regards to the story, I will be progressing it up until the Apocrypha mission. I will not be completing this mission until I 100% everything else. There is so many side quests in this game, and there is a lot to do here. I want this mission to be the last thing I do in this live stream. We have a couple of challenge achievements. We had defeat a legendary dragon, which I think we can do right now if we want to, but I'm going to hold off on that. We have learned all three words of dragon aspect, which I will look up later. Learn the secrets of 5 black books. Craft an item out of Stalrim. Tame and ride 5 dragons. Own a house in Raven Rock. And discover 30 locations on the island of Solstheim. Keyword being discover, not clear. When I was looking at these achievements earlier in the series, I was thinking it was clear 30 locations, but it's actually discover. It was actually making things a little bit difficult, a little bit easier, I should say, because there are some locations that I encountered that are actually glitched and cannot be cleared. It's actually good that it is discover. We will, in theory, be taking out like a large amount of them. However, we will, in all likelihood, not be able to complete Skyrim in this stream.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
We will not be able to complete Dragonborn in this stream.
If not, everything's for trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
That's Bellathor. I was gonna say, I don't think I have a Dwarven Warhammer. Oh, something I forgot to mention. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. You saw that I had Agni's bow. When I was working on farming, archery to level 100, I got it to level 93, and I found that online. If you go to Agni's camp and Angie's camp and talk to Angie, she will actually give you some bow challenges, and for each challenge you complete, you level up your archery skill. You can level it up to 6 times. So if you level your archery skill to 94, you can get an easy 6 points to level 100. That's what I did. This is not a quest. Does not pop up in the miscellaneous quest. It does not pop up as a side quest. So go ahead and do this and do the challenges, and you'll actually get Angie's bow for completing it.
Do come back. I'd even buy trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
You can see I have practice arrows. Those were the arrows I got from Angie. Also getting equipped.
Burrow, you just let me know. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You can also see that I have some gold rings. I will not be selling that because those are unenchanted.
come see me at my shop. What do you...
Okay, we're just doing this same tired glitch over and over again until we sell everything off.
Welcome to... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Load.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Apparel. Sell. Can't sell that. That is a quest item that I cannot complete. That is going to be saving for the fence. This is something that I could sell. And I'm actually going to sell both the gold diamond ring and the ring of eminent destruction.
All right then. Huh? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Apparel. I wonder if this is the thing where I actually get over 300k.
Need some? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Load. Finally done with apparel.
Got something? Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Till next time.
Load. Be so nice. I don't think I will be able to get
Need something? Oh,
the speechcraft skill investor, which will make it so that Bellathor would have a lot more money. But so it looks like I'm stuck doing this. Hey, it's speech level 76.
Till next time.
Okay.
Got something to... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Till next time.
Load.
Need something? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Misc. Save. Load. The sad thing is, when they make Elder Scrolls 6 and when it's published,
Yes?
I highly doubt you'll be able to manipulate like a glitch like this in that game, so in all likelihood you'll have to just wait normally for the shops to reset, which will be annoying.
Alright then.
We are making a little bit of headway here.
Need something? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Save.
All right then.
Load.
Yes? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Just gonna sell him flawless diamonds to him.
Huh?
He doesn't have enough money to give me a full price, but it's actually pretty close. It's 20 gold over,
Yes?
30 gold over.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
50, 60, 70, 80, 40 gold over.
All right then.
Load. Making a little bit of headway.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
Load. This is as entertaining for you as it is for me. I'm just so freaking bored doing this.
Huh?
I'm so looking forward to it
Trinkets,
being
odds
over,
and
but I
ends,
get
that
so
sort of
many
thing.
gems just so quickly. It's just kind of crazy.
Remember, I'll give you the best deals. Die.
I don't understand how this glitch even works. I'm glad it does.
Take a look. It's time. Help!
Okay.
Oh, take a look. Till next time.
Load.
Huh? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Misc. Save. Load.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Misc. Save. Load.
I'm all in. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Misc. Riveting commentary, I know. But it's just like the only thing they like keep my attention. It's just so fucking boring, but it's just I have way too many freaking gems. Also, I have 350 lockpicks.
All right then. Got something to s- Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
Yes.
treasures. bit of this and a bit of that.
God, come on, just let me get to the end of this.
All right then.
Luckily, I'm almost to the tail end of these gems. Excuse me, I just kind of a little hiccup burp.
Yes? Take a look.
$79, 158.
All right then.
Load. Keep going. Almost through this.
Need something? Take a look.
Looks like I will be getting over 300k.
What? Huh? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
So close, the end is in sight.
Got some? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. Save.
Till next time.
Load.
Everything. Take a look.
Misc. Save.
Till next time.
Load. Almost done here.
I take a look. Do come back. What?
Load.
You just let. Take a look.
Come on, just let me get to the end of this.
Remember, I'll give you the best. What?
I'm so freaking close to being done with this. I'll be so happy once
Need
it's
some?
over.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right. Then. Welcome. Take a look.
Misc. Hey, I'm over 300k.
Next time, come see me. Help!
Come on.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Till next time.
I am so freaking close to being done.
Yes? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Till
Don't
next
even
time.
care that he doesn't have enough money. I just want to get rid of everything. Actually, I'm curious, how far up is my spacecraft? Beach is almost level 77, that's nice.
Need something? I'm all ears. Huh? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Save.
Alright then.
Load.
Need some? Some may call this junk. Me, I call
Misc.
them treasures.
Sell. Save. Load.
Huh? Take a look.
It's almost done. It's almost done. Oh, thank you, God.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Misc. Last one.
All right then.
Actually, since I only have 6 of those left, I might be able to sell all those at the thing. But before I do want to swing by my house. I've been careless on Whiterun. I will never use a spell. I also put in my crossbow. I have no need for that. Okay, we are almost done. We just need to swing by the Honeybroom Meadery and go to our fence.
Been a while since I've got usual guild rate. Let's take a look at him.
Okay, we're done.
Do me a favor.
So now we are ready. 30 minutes in, we're finally done with our inventory management. Let's go ahead and mark Dragonborn.
Been a while since.
And we will, this will require us to go to Whiterun. However, as I stated before, there is a glitch of sorts where a dragon can spawn here, and I don't want to fast over to that fort because I have to fight those mages. We are finally making our way. Oh shit, we're finally making our way to Soulstone, but before we do that, I actually kind of want to check something. If we can get this achievement done now, I will. Level 78. Whoa, stop. I am what level? 71. Well, shit. In theory, I guess it would be possible for me to get it naturally. But I'll need to do a lot more farming than I initially planned. Let's head to Soulstone. I am ready to begin. This will be the first time I'm actually heading to Soulstone. I've never been here because I never played the...
Where'd you...
Because I never played the Dragonborn DLC. So we are going into completely uncharted territory for me. Got another useless dragon soul that I don't need. Also, I'm a little bit irritated because, so, it's mentioned in the previous stream that I ordered a new mic that is better than my current one, and it's actually a mic that I had before, but I threw away because I thought it was broken when it's actually an issue with, the problem that I was having was an issue with OBS. So I threw away a perfectly good $200 mic, so great waste of money. But I bought a new one. It's waiting at my PO box the next town over. And I asked my dad, because I don't have a driver's license, I have to rely on others to get something I need when it's like out in town or out of town. I asked my dad if he would be able to pick up my package and at the mailbox in the next town over and say, yes, I will be able to do it today. He should have said no because he was actually heading to Oregon today. And chances are he, when he's on his way home tonight or tomorrow, going to the mailbox will not be the first thing on his mind. He will want to go home and decompress for like the rest of the day. I just want my freaking mic, man.
Looking higher above? You're looking for passage.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
It's hard with
I remembered those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. If you've been listening to me, I'm not going back there. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself.
Let's get indoors. Or in a...
Solstheim was a part of Skyrim. Didn't catch that. Are we still in Skyrim or is it Solstheim? The landscape looks so similar.
Here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Whoa.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
Uh,
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not. The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern.
is that really a dark elf voice? It sounds so weird to me. I have no idea why.
This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me.
I think Blacklight's a capital.
Morrowind.
Yes, I was right.
That way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
I'm a fan of the sun.
Huh. Oh, that's cool. He actually has the, that's the Morrowind armor. If you play the game Morrowind, that's like an armor you can get in that game. That's cool.
Have the supplies you requested. But what? This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolo.
That really takes me back. Let me take a look at the map. Whoa, that looks interesting. Actually a pretty sizable map. Not at all what I was expecting. Let's do some exploring. This is completely new for me. I'm not gonna be stealing because that's not how I roll. No thief. Despite me being the head of the Thieves Guild. What do you have to say?
Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb? There where we inter our dead. They are sacred places, meant to honor their passing. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations to scatter the remains. Those foul vermin, the abominations we call Ashfallow,
Ashfallow,
risen from the ashes of our own ancestors. They're befouling the memories of our forefathers by defiling their remains. Thank you, Wanderer. That would be most kind. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb.
well, let's go. First side quest. Ashspawn. I wonder if that's a
With no regard for
enemy variant in the game Morrowind. Maybe. I never really played too much of Morrowind, sadly. Although I do remember the name Blacklight, that's why it sounded familiar to me. Also putting on this is a really cool enemy. Oh, I just realized I still have this mask on. Oh, still. This is so cool. Get back here, you're not getting away. This is such a cool enemy. I'm so glad that they didn't like reuse Draugr or skeletons. This game they're actually using like new enemies.
That'll teach you.
supposed to do here?
Done and done.
Well, somehow that's done. What did they drop? Have any ore that's interesting? Let's see. What's what we get from this?
What are you doing that for? I am on. Spirits be praised. I'm hoping you didn't suffer much at the hands of those foul beings. Please, accept this as a token of my thanks.
2,000 gold, not bad.
Sounds like something from a dream, and yet it might be more strange.
What sort of
I remember
dream?
a temple on Solstheim, and working to build something. It was not a pleasant dream. The reclamations are the true tribunal, the Daedra that consecrate the Dunmer people, Azura, Methala, and Boethia.
Oh,
We call them the true tribunal because they have reclaimed their place in our hearts from the false tribunal that came before. Sotha Sil, Amalexia, and Vivek represent what was beings who won the Dunmer people's hearts with their actions, but blinded them just the same. They were aberrations, false prophets. They used their status as heroes to shield the true tribunal from our minds. But now that they've been destroyed, the light can finally shine upon the House of Reclamations.
I always find it fascinating when you get the opportunity to learn about the culture of different races in Skyrim. Or really in Tamriel, I should say. We don't really get too many opportunities in the base game. We don't really have like a opportunity to talk to like various races and say, hey, why do you believe what you do? But I'm glad this game, this DLC, which focuses on an island owned by Morrowind or the Dunmer, I'm glad we actually get the opportunity to learn more about the Dunmer people.
The Dunmer race doesn't bury their dead or leave them to rot inside a stone sarcophagus. When a Dunmer passes, his body is given to fire so he might return to the ash from whence he came. The Dunmer don't believe that death is the end. We believe that it's the beginning.
Huh.
May Azura, Mafala, and Boethia guide you.
Look around, see what we can find. There is. Oh wait, I know that they mentioned these.
Not. Are you certain, Elder? Of course I'm certain. I wished to bless the tombs with the monthly invocation, but I couldn't get the door to open. I'm certain it's only stuck, Elder. I'll speak to Glover Mallory and see if he can take a look at it. Though our spirits may be low and dangerous.
Alright. I completely forgot. What the heck is that over there? So it looks like we're going to be doing some exploring, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and mark that quest, and let's look around a little bit. There is something over here that I want to check out first. Looks like this is the shrine we were supposed to go to. And while we are here, let's go ahead and do hunting the monster. This is such like a cool area. I was just finding it fascinating when you get to explore like new areas for the first time in Skyrim. Really, in general, like areas owned by other, really new areas owned by certain races. That's one of the things that I'm constantly drawn to in Skyrim, or really any other Souls game, which is being able to explore like another culture and stuff.
Said to leave me be.
Cretius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Thank you, Serana, for ruining it.
Centuries ago, there may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Cretius,
Who in
you're
the
an
blazes are
obstinate
you?
old fool, and
Can't
you're
you
going
see
to
I'm
get yourself
busy?
killed.
Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map.
What sort of secret would be hidden here?
Secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine.
Who was your great-grandfather? Actually, no, East Empire Company?
Never heard of them? They're the largest trading company in Tamriel, originally chartered by the Emperor of Cyrodiil himself. Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire
I just
life
realized my
exploring
fly's down.
ancient ruins across Tamriel. And he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago.
How did he die?
The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall, but I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else.
The key is to the lock section?
It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company's keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost.
Books? Gratian, I would appreciate if you could help us with the situation we've encountered in Raven Rock. It seems as the miners there stumbled across some sort of ruins under the surface near Shaft 3. We need your expertise to take a look. I could send someone else if you're busy, but I figured you'd want to go since I seem to recall that you're originally from Solstheim. Let us know if you make any progress. Rindelis, Thandarian, East Empire Company, Imperial City, Citadel.
Be careful down there. Mind. Treacherous.
Why you're leading Precious on, I'll never understand.
Let's go. Exploring a new area. Actually, a new. This is the first time I played this. This is so cool. Oh, hi. You seriously raising a dead frostbite spider?
That'll teach you.
This is so interesting to me. Hold on, I'm gonna go back up real quick. I thought I was heading towards where the dot was, but now I'm not so sure. Shouts. Oh, there's a lot down here. Let's keep going. This is it's really starting to gain my interest here. I wasn't really initially I planned on just farming out the story until I farming out the story until I get to the final mission. But this also works. I'm glad that we are doing some exploration here. Also, I absolutely hate it when I get knocked over because it's just so freaking slow for me to just get back up. Oh, there's a staircase there, I didn't see it. Come on, Dr. Scourge, you ain't got nothing on me. I feel like I passed by a couple of chests. Gonna be honest here.
You knew I heard something.
god. Is there another Draugr Scourge? There we go.
Done and done.
God, that was a pain. It's interesting on these random Draugr who's presumably been dead for centuries are carrying ebony gear. There a ancient Nordic pick here? There's gotta be, right? Maybe I will get a Nordic pick later. Excuse me. Thank God I wasn't a frost one. Those frost things are deadly. Go through here. You fucking dick. Get up. Okay, I've had just about enough of you. Look around. I so made a lot of picks. I'm not even concerned about losing any. Running out, I should say. What is up with the shading, the coloring? Why is everything so bright all of a sudden? Oh, hold on, there's something over there. I'm not a big fan of this firelight thing. I don't think I have that. No, I do, so I'm dropping it. Okay, let's look around. I know for a fact I can probably still die to those ice traps, so thank God they're just lightning traps. Whoa, this is cool. I'm gonna save here because I haven't saved in a while. Books. No, I'm not gonna read this out loud. But if you want to read it, go ahead. But they're go ahead and pause it. But apparently these books are pretty long.
Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me.
In that book, it actually has like a clue. I'm actually taking the time of reading this, so I'm not reading it out loud. Exploring has been slow. There appears to be something on to them I'm missing. As they've confounded my attempts at getting through, I had to study this further in order to make any progress. Barely can keep awake. I'm fairly certain that the key to the door involves the use of the Bloodskal blade. When swinging the weapon, I'm noticing a ribbon of mystical energy emanating from it. I think by swinging the sword in different directions, it is possible to manipulate this ribbon and solve whatever puzzle this door presents. I hope to get well enough to put this to the test soon. Each swing is a huge effort. am I supposed to do here? I'm kind of lost. Clearly it is something to do with this door. I'm confused as to what that is. Let me look at that book again. There appears to be something to them I'm missing as they compound. Oh, I need to look at one-handed. I don't understand how this works. Sorry, Serana. I legitimately don't understand. Let me look this quest up so I'm not wasting time. Love the Skyrim wiki, but there is just a lot of ads. To open the door, equip the Bloodskal blade. When doing the power attack, a red beam will come out of the blade. If doing a horizontal attack done by moving to the side while doing in front of the top of the stairs with a reticle aimed at the glowing red fissures found at the left. Okay. Okay. I didn't even know you can get like this horizontal power attack by doing that. Freaking asshole, man. God, really? All that freaking damage.
Be careful.
I didn't even know what was in this chest. Once a day, take on the mighty aspect of a dragon, delivering colossal blows with an armored hide and more powerful shouts? Sure. That was cool.
I know you, champion. The Ogma in Three was only the beginning. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again to return to your mortal life. For a time, the lure of Apocrypha will call you back. It is your fate.
Holy shit. I was not expecting to see her miss more here. This is such a cool area. Leave it to Bethesda to completely just blow my mind. even drop? Nothing. And so, oh shit, hi. And so wrapped up in this game, I just completely lost track of time for a minute. It legitimately does not feel like I've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. I feel like I've been streaming for longer. This is really cool. Hold on, I should look this up. I don't know what these effects do, but I want to get like the best one. Scholar's Insight. Reading skill books gives you extra skill point. Well, that's kind of useless to me since I read all the skill books. Companion's Insight to your attack, shouts, and destruction spells do no damage to your followers. I'm actually thinking to get the Companion's Insight. The Lover's Insight does do 10% more damage and get 10% better prices from people of the opposite sex. Let's head out of here. That was really cool. So, a while back when I was doing the skill book series, because I was just crazy enough to try and figure out like where all of these skill books are. I did a series where I was going over the location of every single one. And so that Scholar Insight is really just not helpful to me at all.
Is someone there?
Because of the fact that I already got everything. Can I loot you? So now we can complete that quest for Gunmar.
I knew it!
Okay. Let's see what else we can find.
Where'd you go?
Wow. So far I've been enjoying this DLC, I gotta say. This DLC has been great. Bloodskal Barrow is cleared. Let's fast travel back to Raven Rock.
I hate to break it to you, but there isn't a scrap of it. Grenade left in the mud.
Can I help you?
You're back. Please, tell me. Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't because of a rockfall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now that I have his journal in hand, I can get some closure from the East Empire Company. Make them pay for lying to everyone. Thank you. Now, I believe I owe you a little more than a debt of gratitude for all that work you did. Here, it's not much, but it's the best an old retired miner can do.
750 gold, not bad.
Mark my words, Raven Rock isn't finished yet.
That's well, we get to keep the sword. So let's go ahead and do some more exploration. We're gonna go this way.
Misery. I'll give you misery.
I don't know what these like hexagonal structures are, but they're interesting to say the least. Is there a dragon nearby? Is that what I'm hearing?
I wish I could have said the same for my man here. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them Ashspawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction.
I'll be glad to lend you a hand.
Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the Ashspawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful.
What are these ash spawn?
No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back.
How often do they attack?
We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I might know someone, or maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple. A temple here on the island. Does that help?
Why do you think the attacks are from Attius Farm?
I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family.
How long has the farm been abandoned?
Not sure. I was told it was an old imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock.
How are things now that the mines are open again?
I've had to muster some more men to protect the mine, but I don't really have a problem with that. Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I say let them try. My men are ready for them. Report back to me if you discover anything.
What the fuck is this music? This music sounds so familiar, and I don't know why. Why does it sound so familiar? I think I ever heard that particular soundtrack in this game. Raven Rock Stronghold, my calls for the unconditional surrender of your forces and immediate cessation of all hostilities, that means a ceasing of all hostilities, has been ignored numerous times. I therefore have no choice but to assume your purpose on Solstheim is hostile and Raven Rock Stronghold as an enemy of the Empire. I warn you, any attempt to breach Fort Frostmoth will be met with an equal level of aggression. I will do everything in my power to wipe you and your forces off the face of Tamriel. There will be no further communication.
Have you found some? This is strange. The note says it's from General Folks Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful.
This music sounds so familiar to me. And obviously I know this is a Skyrim track, but I swear to God I heard it from another game. I don't know where I heard it from, and it's driving me crazy, but I swear to God I heard this track from something other than Skyrim. It's just that beat. That little fluty / piano beat. It just sounds so familiar to me. I have no idea why it does, but I swear to freaking God I heard it from another game. you running?
Sheer Lawrence madness, take you.
What do we get? What's this? Heartstone deposit?
I should go back to picking pockets in Windhelm. Easy money, less chance of an axe or skull.
Misc EEFGH. Don't know what that's for. Huh.
Captain promised me a life of adventure on the high seas. Instead, I'm stuck on
I will say I was thinking early on that it may be like 1 to 5 or live streams per the game. The sheer size of this DLC makes me think that there will probably be a little bit more. But we are nearing the end. I don't know if I have a scimitar. Actually, I don't know why I picked that up. It's crap, but I don't think I have encountered a scimitar before. I'll drop it. Let's move on. Next, let's head to this house. Get back here. Let's head back and see if we can find anything worth any note. Worth note. Diamond, flawless diamond, gold, ruby.
Someone there.
There we go. Read letter. Hroldulf, light and strength, I feel your words and are not your own. I worry dearly for your health. I beg of you, please depart that blasted isle and return to solitude at once. My nights have been almost impossible to bear without you. To lose you would be the death of me and my love. When I return soon, I will come for you. Bjorn our leader.
Retire someday.
How long is this? I can read this. I ride in Solstheim and moved into an old house on the hill by the shore. Whoever lived here before is long gone. I can see well out into the waters from my vantage here. I can hear all things behind and around. Dunmer bandits wander the woods at night, but I don't fear them. There's a calling from the depths, a rumble drone that sings to me at night. I started sleeping in the basement, keeping a knife near. The call is loudest down here. I will be ready for whatever is coming. It is as if a great machine reverberates beneath me. I tire of waiting for the caller underneath to emerge. I walked to town and bought some digging tools, shovel. Pick is starting to break down the wall behind the bookshelf and dig down slow where there's no where that I don't know why I keep on saying where. Dig down slow going. I put the bookshelf back when I finished digging. Why? No house guest here, but I feel like I feel I had something to hide. How can I make Bjorn hear what I have heard? I must not lose him yet. I must remain in this place, for I know I will know the truth soon. The murmur in the earth, and I talk, and I lay in my head against dirt. Fire from the deep.
Myself a place on the mainland.
So there's a secret here? Oh, I can't read that. Bjorn, do not come to this place. I have not much salt left. The earth will take us both. Be. Is there nothing else here? That's kind of a bonding event. I was expecting to fight like an enemy.
I should go back to picking pockets in Windhelm. Easy money, less chance of an axe in your skull.
But there's nothing else here? All that, like, lore, and there's actually nothing here? Maybe a quest later? Unless, is there a switch somewhere? Maybe there's a quest somewhere. Okay, well, let's keep going. We're actually near that fort, so let's go ahead and clear that out. Okay. Let's kill everyone here. spawn really aren't that bad. They're like fire Draugr.
An invader has entered the... Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
You're up there. So far, no dragons. That's surprising, considering this is the Dragonborn DLC. Expecting to find some dragons.
Who's there?
There we go. What's next? Before we go through there, let's see if there's anything else to see in this area. It looks like there is. And done. Wants me to go that way. God damn it, I'm not trying to... I'm actually trying to stop. Luckily, I have how many lockpicks? 360. I'm nowhere close to running out. What the fuck is that? God! Fuck was that? It's like a fire spider. Thank you, Aaron12. Lots of 1-2s for following. Really means a lot to me. That freaking spider jumping at me. They scare the shit out of me. But thank you for following me. Really means a lot to me. And also, I see you said hi in chat. Hello. I'm glad we're getting some enemy variants for the first time in God knows how long. I've just started playing this game. Yeah, I'm playing the Dragonborn DLC right now. I'm not in Skyrim. I'm on Solstheim. But Skyrim was the first RPG that I've ever, or first RPG I ever played. So this is kind of like a nostalgia stream for me. God, you deal a lot of fire damage. Okay, you got a lot of health and you deal a decent amount of damage. Could really use more for death, but he's almost dead. And you're dead. Curious Magica, that's interesting. Extreme health? Whoa! I got my first Stalwart piece. Alteration spells cost 20% less to cast? Wow. Interesting. Got a new armor set for the first time. And God knows how long. Actually, did I miss anything in here? I might have, I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a good job looking around. No, I think that's it. Okay, let's keep going. Let's travel back to Raven Rock. There are enemies nearby. What enemies are nearby? Oh, I see you. Are you on the roof of this building? Another immolator. God, he did a decent amount of damage. And done. Now can I fast travel?
If you need a ride back to the main...
What news do you bring from Fort? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
Oh, no longer send Ashbond to Raven Rock.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
10,000 gold? Holy shit.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent.
Did he say what it's about?
All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ashspawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Alright, let's go.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Ravenrock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
Why would Ulans on there?
It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that.
You feel an attack on the counselor is imminent?
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock.
Why haven't you acted on the information?
Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing.
How can I help?
I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me.
Where do I begin?
I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock. See if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
What can you tell me about House Lalu?
Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people.
I presume that was their downfall?
Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dunmer people's suffering.
What happened to House Lalu as a result?
They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council.
How are things after the mines are opened again?
You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open. But all I see is a new security problem on our hands.
Serrano, will you quit pushing me around?
Make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day. And with Solstein crawling with reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Ravenlock.
You mentioned your sources?
I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses.
Why don't you ask them to investigate?
Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstein. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this, I consider vital to House Redoran's survival.
And why do the Dunmer hate the Empire?
During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind.
Oh, that's interesting.
The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance. House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction. Don't worry.
That's very interesting. So the Oblivion Crisis is an event that took place in the game Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This is a game that may end up streaming in the future. But this is the first time hearing that the Oblivion Crisis is extending outside of Cyrodiil and actually into Morrowind, of all places. That's really interesting.
I work for Mokul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
No
Her mines are open and the shop is busy again.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest... Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Well, Zura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
You have a better idea?
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
How do I get them to do that?
There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
Thanks for the tip.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. Come back anytime. My door's always open.
Okay. We got our objective.
No fan of the sun. Be better than this.
I'm honestly kind of curious to see what direction this quest goes. There is an achievement for owning a house in Raven Rock. I'm thinking that this may lead... I'm thinking that this may lead to us being able to what's it called? God, I can't think. Us being able to get a house in Raven Rock, I'm not sure.
Ah, excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
I don't want to, because I could be wrong. She could actually not be she could actually not be a spy. I don't know. I'd rather not point fingers until I know for sure.
Last time I wrote Dragon's...
I hope Geldis proved useful. Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck.
Can you tell me more about the Severin family?
Telesu is wife to the family patriarch, Vendel. They have a single child, a daughter named Miri. They arrived here 10 years ago and have been nothing but a benefit to Raven Rock ever since.
A benefit? How?
They're quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with the community. They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own hands.
Nothing unusual about them at all.
People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father, but that's hardly a cause for alarm. Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony. Be careful. If the Severance have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
Okay, let's go. This is really starting to become kind of interesting. I love these whodunit quests. And like investigate, start to like find out who's bad guy, I guess. I'm glad that Saran is that type of follower that follows you around when you're breaking into someone's house. You're not supposed to be here. You should leave. You're not supposed to be here. There's someone on the other side of the door. I need her to go away. Gonna wait a couple hours and I'll try again.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
I don't want Tirana to kill her. Rather do it cleanly. With no deaths.
Careful, Mary.
Is someone there? Who's there?
I'm actually gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna wait until like 2 in the morning. Oh, it is 2 in the morning. Why did I not go to sleep?
Watch it, Talisu. I think we might have a visit.
I know you're in here. For house.
I'm gonna wait a little bit later. I'm gonna wait until maybe like a cat is meowing in the hallway.
Come on. I won't allow you to ruin years of planning. Feel your blood, fetcher!
Okay, well, we had to kill them. Where's a safe? Where's the safe that they're talking about? You're gonna find the safe. Gotta be in here somewhere. Maybe I can wait until they aren't in the home.
Is someone there? I won't allow
Where'd you come from?
years of rhetoric, howling dog!
Air Counselor solid in a matter of days. I believe we'll be ready. Our forces in Ashfallow Citadel have been training night and day, ready to strike when we get a signal. With Captain Bella distracted by the Ashbond attacks, the timing seems perfect. I've waited nearly a decade to exact my revenge upon Laurel Morvain with the death for the death of my ancestor, and I long for the moment my blade will be drawn across his throat. As Ariel receives me, will include his head in a sack, displayed proudly in the house of Lalu. But yes, we're gonna be killing these people. I would like for them to survive. Dicks. God, really? It's like almost impossible for me to stealth. It just would not move. I essentially waited 24 full hours. And it just would not move. They would not leave the room. I'm freaking convinced I had to kill them.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim way.
I'm freaking done. I don't even... I'm done.
Did you find any evidence? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Redoran Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Ashfallow Citadel's in the battle.
Okay, so where is this taking us? All the way over there. Looking at the time, looks like this may be the last thing I do on stream. So let us fast travel to Fort Frostmoth and we'll make our way over. So far, I'm really enjoying this DLC. I'm really enjoying this. It's like really fun. And also that volcano, those mushrooms over there. That volcano, I believe, is Red Mountain, which is location in Morrowind. Actually, like the most iconic landmark for Morrowind. Is that actually called Red Mountain, or is that like somewhere else? But I think it's Red Mountain. But if you play the game Morrowind, which honestly is just kind of the most challenging, or one of the most challenging Outlander games. And if you play Morrowind, you can actually travel to Red Mountain, and I think you can actually go into the volcano. I'm not sure though. I love how we're getting like all these Morrowind enemies. Oh, there's a Dwarven ruin over there. That's interesting. I want to discover this mushroom. Oh, is this a town? Oh my god! You can actually travel with that! So that little giant thing is actually like the travel mechanism that allows you to travel to cities in Morrowind. That is freaking awesome! That's like the fast travel thing. Wow. That's awesome. It's gotta be Morrowind music. This is why it sounds familiar, because it's Morrowind music. But I think I also heard this song from Elder Scrolls Online, maybe? Because you can also go to Morrowind in that. As far as there's dwarven ruins here, I thought that dwarves were kind of native to Skyrim. Morag Tong? Kudos to Bethesda for bringing in so many Morrowind enemies. I'm honestly kind of impressed that they brought like so many enemies that were just native to Skyrim, Morrowind. That's actually very impressive that they just have like that much attention to detail. It would have been so easy for them to just copy and paste enemies from Skyrim and use them in this DLC, but I'm glad that they're bringing in a lot of enemies from Morrowind. Very impressive.
Found it.
And by the way, my knowledge of Morrowind is not that in-depth. I played maybe like 1 hour of the game, and I watched another YouTuber. I didn't even finish like his playlist, but I watched other YouTubers, at the first maybe 80 episodes of his 200 episode series before I stopped watching. That's like the extent of my knowledge. But I can recognize some stuff. But I do love like all this, it's almost like an homage to Morrowind. It's just really fascinating to me. I just love like all these callbacks. Ow. Need a cast count light. heal. Really?
I join you in
I love the fear effects. You're not getting away. Okay, let's go. That's an interesting dungeon.
Let's get indoors.
So this is now cleared? It's like we have a little bit more time than I thought we would.
Well, what happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it! Then, it's finally over. What of the Redoran Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself.
What? Can I help you?
Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude.
Thank you, Counselor.
Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Counselor, I hereby award you Severin Manor and everything contained within.
Yay!
You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
Hey! Achievement! Raven Rock owner.
Keep moving.
That was interesting. Actually kind of made quite a bit of progress today. So this is where we are supposed to go for a quest. Let's do some more exploring before we wrap the stream. We got about 15 minutes left. Where I want to go first is this Nordic tomb that's nearby. So far, I've been absolutely in love with this island, this DLC. Hey, I killed your boss. Think you stand a chance to me, you lowly peon? Also, I'm pretty sure that I'm better than you in every way, considering I'm the listener of the Dark Brotherhood. And we're here.
Just leave me be.
With me? What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I've just had a lot of hawk-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest.
The name's Rollis. Rollis Sidaris, out of Morhold.
I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland.
Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Arzador.
But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you.
What happened?
You come out of the northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the...
What are you mining, Serana?
...to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
Why not hire some miners out of the Grave Rock?
You think I've got that kind of money? No. I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of an arrangement later.
But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin.
Do you have the gold?
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on.
I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers.
Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you.
Pleasure doing business with you, partner.
I'll see you soon.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Okay, so I guess we have to come back here a little bit later. Let's head to this landmark. Also a house nearby, not sure which is closer. Looks like the landmark is, oh, there's two houses. Okay, let's see what we have here. I was just checking to see if I had a, but I can't think if I had the, amulet, magic suppression. Loot up, see what we can get. Brodir Grove. I realized that in all likelihood I could probably make it to the Tomb of Rock. This new area, there's location for, or there is an achievement for discovering 30 locations. I just want to do some exploring for now. Maybe this for a quest later on? We'll be doing all the quests eventually, but it does not look like we have access to this yet. Unless there's another way in? Yeah, let's keep exploring. You got, actually no. We have about 8 minutes left. So I'm actually gonna wrap things up right about here. I am gonna fast travel. I am gonna travel back to Skyrim before I end things off. But I will be,
The Northern Maiden is shipshape and ready to go.
I can't think. I will be traveling back to Skyrim for now.
Yeah. What do you want, Cat? Can't say I'd mind heading out of here. I still need to get paid, of course. Get yourself settled, then.
First impressions of Dragonborn DLC. So far, it's pretty great. Absolutely love it. Still have quite a bit of work to do. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this is I want to turn in this quest to Fort Dawnguard. And turning in this quest to Gunmar. I will say in between this stream and the next stream, I will get to work on getting enchanted level 100, and I may even start on alchemy.
Congratulations, friend. You've won a well-deserved victory here. The people of Skyrim owe you a great deal, whether they know it or not. Shall we continue the fight? This is fine for now, but we can't stay holed up here. For those who cherish memories of loved ones, their compassion often conceals the beast. Our compassion compels us to destroy it. Take care of yourself.
That's gonna do it for this stream. Big shout out to what's his name, Aaron12, so on and so forth. A lot of numbers in his name. Thank you so much for the follow. Really means a lot to me. I swear, something I will say is not me trying to like harp on like anyone. Not trying to like be negative, but I did notice that I have been noticing for a while that I seem to average like 1 follower every other week, and I've been realizing that people generally don't care that much for 1% playthroughs on Twitch, but I'm hoping that this will be helpful to someone eventually. And I already can tell that my content on YouTube has actually been helpful to someone on someone out there in the world. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep on working on streaming on Twitch and uploading my streams to YouTube. But with that being said, if you want to see more of my content, I do have a YouTube channel, zboy896 Twitch Stream Archive, and I'm working on uploading every single live stream I do on this channel. I will be uploading to YouTube. However, when I finish a series, I may create some bonus episodes, episodes that wouldn't really fit in well with Twitch. I will be posting it as individual episodes onto YouTube. The thing else I will say is there is some content that will not appear on Twitch in general, and that will only appear on YouTube. An example of that is my skill book series that I created for Skyrim. Another example that will be coming up in the near future is I will be creating a new playlist on YouTube called Overwatch 2 beta gameplay, somewhere along those lines, and I will be what's called recording gameplay of every single game, every single moment I play on the beta, and every single stream I play on the beta, which will likely be 1 or 2. I will be uploading to YouTube and the new playlist. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, feel free to check me out there. In the meantime, if you are remotely interested in what you see today, most of the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Skyrim for 1% yet again next Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Far Cry 3 for 100% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. And I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. Things that will not be played for 1% completion is that I am working on is Overwatch. I am streaming Overwatch 1 on Thursday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time, with the goal of getting my first gold weapon and trying to get as many hero achievements as I can before the launch of Overwatch 2, which will be 100% playthrough. Now, with that being said, I mentioned in the last time I streamed, and I'm mentioning it here, coming up in the near future is the launch of Outriders Road Slayer DLC. Outriders is the game I completed recently, and with the new DLC, they will release new content and new achievements. I will be covering that in place of, and I will be placing Stardew Valley on temporary hiatus because it has the most amount of work to do of my games I'm covering on this channel. I will be streaming the DLC won't launch until June 30th, which is Friday of next week, I believe. Let me also check. I have the calendar right in front of me. Thursday of next week. So on Sunday, not the 26th, but July 3rd, I will be doing my first live stream, the first emergency live stream, as I like to call it, of the Road Slayer DLC for Outriders. Let me also go ahead and check something real quick. I really highly doubt they've released any new, 84% done with this game. Wow. I highly doubt that they released any new achievements for this, but let me go ahead and check. Nope, no new achievements yet. But feel free to check me out then, where I will be 100%ing Outriders yet again. And with that being said, let me go ahead and save right here. And go ahead and end the live stream. Also, I just had a pop-up come up. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go.